All right, top 5 list time. I was thinking about the top 5 list that you pinned on me one day, that it was the top 5 Brewer home run guys, or maybe you made me do the second top 5 list, whatever it was. I didn't do great because I didn't know half of the guys.
Okay.
Yeah, well, there was a moment when you dropped the list. Anyway, here's my turn. I'm going to drop a list on you. So last month, 3,000 hits for Miguel Cabrera. He adds his name to the list. 33 now total. All right. So there's been one Brewer. His name is
in the 3,000 hit club.
Yeah,
I would argue there's two.
If you're going to argue, then let's hear this argument. I'm curious. Go ahead.
There's one. Paul Molitor a Brewer.
I do too, and so I looked it up. He wasn't even close to 3,000 hits yet while he was a Brewer. It was significantly under that.
I get that, but he spent 10 years of his career with Milwaukee.
Fair.
If you ask people about Paul Molitor, they go, yeah, I guess maybe a Twin, maybe a Blue Jay, but they'd say he's a Brewer.
I'm with you there.
Anyway,
all right, so
we're with he and Robin Yount. But anyway.
And Hank Aaron, who wore the Brewers uniform and played here in Milwaukee, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's those 3. I'm curious if you can name the next 5 after Robin Yount and after Paul Molitor. Can you name the next 5 Brewers who are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in terms of their hits?
Wow. Okay. So first, let me just tell you where I am on my trivia with Brewers on some of this. A while back, Brewers, they're on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball playing the Phillies.
Yeah.
And Eric Lauer strikes out 13, right? Goes crazy. Thank God for Angel Hernandez. He had a strike zone as big as your head. So you couldn't.
Horrendous.
Right?
Wow.
It was awful. So his previous high had been 9. 13 tied the all-time record for left-handers by a Brewer starter.
Another Brewer lefty.
Right. And so the guys are like, hey, Mr. Brewer, who is that? And I'm like, Mike Caldwell. It's Billy Travers. It's Teddy Higuera. No, it's Glendon Rush. No. No shot. I'm finally like, just tell me. It was Chris Capuano. I could have been guessing for weeks before I would have come up with Chris Capuano as the other Brewer lefty who had 13. So let me go. So beyond that, so we need 3. So probably Ryan Braun.
Yep, he's third, 1963, 1,963.
So he's there. I bet great. Don Money's probably on that list.
Number 7, almost off the list. That was close. 1,168.
6.
Yep, 4, 5, and 6
that are out there. That had a bunch of hits. I don't know if Cecil Cooper was there long enough to have that many hits. How about Jimmy Gantner? Was he there?
Yeah, Jimmy Gantner's 5th, 1,696. You got 2 left.
So I'm 4 and 6.
Killing it. You were killing it.
4 and 6. But now we've got to find some guys with some service time with us, right? They can't.
They've been here a minute.
They can't, right. Can't be Fernando Vino, who had some great years, but wasn't here long enough.
No, he didn't make my list.
I don't know that even though he was here long enough that Charlie Moore makes that list. I don't think
he's not on the list.
Enough. Corey Hart had some great seasons, but I don't think he needs. How many?
These are not formal guesses. You got 2 left.
No. How many guys do I have? I mean,
you got 3 of the guys.
What's the number though? We've got to be. What was Don Money at 7?
Don Money was at 7 with 1,168.
So you got to have more than 1,100 hits.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to give him 150 years. So we got to have some guy that's got 10 years of service time.
At least.
I don't know. Does Prince Fielder have 1,150 some odd hits?
He does not.
Yeah,
he did not make that list.
I'm gonna feel good about that.
All right, so I'm going to give you one. Do you want me to give you one?
No.
Okay.
Give me quick. Does Ricky Weeks make 1,150? He doesn't either in that time. Okay, I'm trying to go back through eras. I don't think it can be anybody in the current roster.
There's nobody on the current roster. No.
There can't be anybody on the 40-man now and hasn't been. So now we got to go back.
No. Yeah, we're going back a little bit. One guy's back, and not too far, but I mean back enough where I would have struggled. So that should give you a hint. And the other guy was during my childhood.
Was it like is Richie Sexson got enough in there?
No.
Wow.
You already said one of the guy's names. You just didn't think he was on it.
Okay, so I went blowing by. Is it Cooper?
Yep, it's Cecil Cooper. He's number 4, 1,815.
God, by the way, if you talk to people out here, they're so torn because they love George Scott, who came in that trade, right? And Boomer was with Boston and traded back, and so they were kind of happy to have Boomer back. And listen, Bernie Carbo hit one of the great home runs in their history, so they like him in the World Series. So okay, so now we're down to one guy. So Cecil
down to
Cooper,
one guy.
That would be that's the guy in your era that you knew.
No, I did not know Cecil Cooper. I mean,
so
Cecil Cooper played
way back.
Yeah,
So
that
now
was
we're
the way
in
back one for
middle
me.
of the Ernie Riles, John Jaha.
Mm-hmm. And I think he played. I should have looked up when this guy played, but it was 2000s for sure. He was a Brewer. Boy, I better look that up.
Boy,
Otherwise,
that's
I'm
going
gonna
to
look like an
be.
idiot.
I'm gonna struggle with that cat. Then you're gonna have to give me some sort of hit, and even that I'm not gonna
All
beat.
right. So let me see here.
Oh wait, who's the kid that played at Northwestern? Jeff Cirillo. No, probably not Jeff Cirillo. Can I get points for just knowing Jeff Cirillo was a Brewer?
So I had another list, by the way. Jeff Cirillo.
Yeah.
You may not know this. He is the all-time leading Brewers batting average. He has a career 307 with the Brewers. He's number 1 on the BA list.
So Jeff Cirillo leaves the Brewers. He's on the maybe the Padres or something. And this is when the Brewers were stinking, right? We were having a hard time. They were terrible. He was a classmate at Northwestern of my old colleague at ESPN, and now the guy that's been there to start the foundation of the Big Ten Network, and Dave Revson. And so he strikes out one time, and I say, well, you can take the boy out of the Milwaukee, but you can't take the Milwaukee out of the boy. And so Rever comes up to me, and he goes, dude, Cirillo is so pissed at you. He is so, you got to. Anyway, they were just screwing with me. They had me all like I totally offended this poor bastard. All right, so I need more of a hint because I'm a loser.
He was with the Brewers from 98 to 2007, so he was here for 9 years. Only 9 years. Okay, and if I said that he looked like Brett Favre, you would say, "Oh, no kidding, Jeff Jenkins."
Okay, yeah, so he's one of those guys. There you go.
Yeah,
but I don't trust anybody who spells Jeff with a G.
Geoff.
Yeah, so maybe Jenkins. I don't even know that he counts.
Okay,
right,
well,
so
his hits did.
Did I have any of those guys, by the way, just real quick, at 8, 9, or 10?
Stand by. I got to pull that page back up.
You got to pull that. You should have that at the ready.
No, I didn't. Well, the reason I didn't is because I went with this other average list. So give me a second.
Right.
Brewers.
You're incredibly average.
I did have it ready. I just had it on my computer. All right. So this is averages. Let me click hits because I was messing around with a few different things. Here we go. All right. Wow. Now my internet decides to be slow. Here we go. So on the bottom of that list, so 3, Ryan Braun, 4, Cecil Cooper, 5, Gumby, 6, Jeff Jenkins, 7, Don Money, 8, 9, and 10. 8, Ben Ogilvy was number 8.
Love Benji. Won a couple of won a home run won a home run title, tied with Reggie Jackson.
Number 9, probably my favorite Brewer ever. He was awesome in the 90s. Really popular name, catcher, B.J. Sirhoff.
Number 1 pick overall. A number 1 pick overall out of the University of North Carolina, was a shortstop, I think, at the time.
They listed on this list B.J. Sirhoff as a left fielder. Did he play left? I remember him as a
played
catcher.
Left, played short. Yeah, he played all over. And then when he went to the Orioles and had even more great success, he played all over them. Yeah.
And number 10, Charlie Moore.
There's Chuck, catcher. Catcher, but also played some outfield.
So ironically, 11, 12, and 13, and 14. Wow, you were really good. Ricky Weeks, Jeff Cirillo, Prince Fielder, Corey Hart.
See, we got a lot of those guys. Well, all right, so we're in the ball game. It just apparently in my life, Jeff Jenkins had just a nondescript, memorable career, a career that was not memorable, and it will be now.
Wasn't Jenkins lefty?
By the way, we do this kind of crap at ESPN all the time to kill time, and it's ridiculous. The names, we got my producer is now coordinating producer, a guy named John Totten. He is amazing. He'll come up with that stuff, and he's like, "Tell me the guy he played. Well, what team did he play with before and after?" And you're like, it's this, like he'd come up with Randall Vini or somebody like that, all just instantly. Jeremy Burnett, and you're like, golly, what are you telling me?
I got that one right on the home run list. That was impressive.